at the 30-yard line.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none of this. That's what I'm talking about.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They go with Howard again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, baby.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain of 39 on third. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Bridgewater now on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. On first down, Locke. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing his Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Three yards remaining here on second down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
10 yards still left on second down. From the gun, here's Luck. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now fourth down coming up.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Let's go. Fourth.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They go play action. Bridgewater going for the deep ball. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. First down, they run with Howard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. To throw, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, When they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Preston Brown in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Let's go. Wide 80. 2-0. Dagger. Set.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jordan Howard. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Now Luck. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. Fighting through it. He's got space. The 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Bridgewater. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. First down, Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Bridgewater again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw is Bridgewater. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll try the air now with Locke. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Looks to be right around the 40. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Again, here's Perine. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Out of the gun, Luck. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. 23 yards on the play.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. That will carry for Mack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
So this will be the 9th play on this drive. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, Bridgewater. And he's got a moonwalk. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
First
down throw for Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. This is Howard on second down. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got the hook up with Conley. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Staying on the ground with Mack. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Block on third down. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. Luck connecting with Moncrief for the Indianapolis first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Luck. Buying time to his left. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Luck now to throw. Flush to his right. They find some open field here, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On second down, here's Luck. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried it deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adam Shaheen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Again, it's Howard. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And that'll set him back 5. First and 15 here behind the chains. Trying the right side with Howard. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. A give to Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.